ASUS has finally taken the wraps off its second generation ROG phone, and by all means, it is a spec beast as usual, like the original ROG phone. It's got a Snapdragon 855 Plus processor with a crazy clock speed of 2.96 GHz, there's 12 GB of RAM, a new 6.59-inch 120Hz OLED screen with HDR support, and it has a really huge 6000 mAh battery right under the hood, which is insane. It's the most spec-heavy gaming phone yet, as claimed by The Verge and many other tech reviewers out there. And unfortunately, KLGadgetTV is not at the launch event of the ROG Phone 2. By all means, we don't know why ASUS didn't invite us, but we really liked the ROG phone back then and gave it a pretty good review. So yeah, the ROG Phone 2 is finally official, and there are a few thoughts that I think of when making this video. Now, first of all, it's a really great smartphone. It's got great speed, great internals, and obviously cooling is improved. There's even a new Kunai gaming pad that is inspired from the Nintendo Switch, and there's also a new twin dock accessory that, you know, has two screens. You can put your phone on it, and you can just game it like a Nintendo 3DS of sorts. So yeah, ASUS has really thought out of the box when designing the ROG phone last year. I was actually pretty impressed that they didn't take an original motherboard of a Zenfone and use it as the ROG phone. Instead, they actually created the motherboard and the internals entirely from scratch, and I'm assuming that this round the ROG Phone 2 has a lot of upgrades on that part, especially in the cooling department, because there's a faster processor and you obviously need to improve on its vapor cooling chamber in order to dissipate it really fast to keep the phone running at maximum speed. So my thoughts about the ROG Phone 2 here is that, is it really necessary? You know, because last year, we have a couple of gaming phones that came out to the market. For example, Xiaomi came out with its Pocophone F1, which is really affordable, and there's a Snapdragon 845 chipset inside. And we have Nubia's Raid Magic smartphone, and we have a couple of other players such as Huawei's Honor that also came out with the Honor Play to tell you that it's a gaming smartphone. So yeah, there has been a lot of great gaming phones that came out last year, all of them trying to claim themselves to be gaming phones. Well, in fact, I would say that the ROG phone is the best gaming phone, and it's so-called the gaming phone that I would recommend to anyone who's really serious in gaming. But 1 year has passed, and you know, gaming phones are technically optimized for games to perform better. I mean, remember last time when Nvidia released the Tegra chip, whereby they had a few Tegra optimized games that has better graphics and smoother performance than Snapdragon powered devices? Well, we are still not seeing a lot of that happening after a year. Like literally most of the games that I see a lot of my friends playing includes Mobile Legends Bang Bang, PUBG Mobile, and some other mobile games, Clash Royale games that they are playing on it. And you know, one of the things is that these game developers specifically are not making their games having more hardware requirements, to be specific. These game developers are just making their games a lot lighter for entry-level and mid-tier devices to be able to run on it. Because let's face it, the ROG phone, phones like the ROG phone are expensive, and not everybody is able to splurge cash on it to afford that kind of device. The ROG Phone 2 is obviously targeted at gamers who can afford premium gaming hardware and want the ultimate gaming experience. But let's face it, there are a lot of people who seriously just can't afford that. Last year's ROG phone starts from the price of 3,499 ringgit, and if you want to get a larger storage variant, it goes all the way up to 3,999 ringgit, touching the premium point of smartphones, which you are entering the territory of Samsung's Galaxy S or Note series. So that's something that a lot of people might not want to spend that money on a brand called ASUS, and even with the brand ROG as a gamer-centric brand, it's something that, you know, users like you and me who are not gamers specifically would just go and buy. So, you know, should you really look forward to the ROG Phone 2? Well, let's put it this way, it's a specs beast by all means. It's going to perform extremely well, and ASUS is really good in terms of OS support and all this, and I'm actually happy with the original ROG phone back then, where they actually have good software, not a lot of bloat inside, though there are a lot of gamer-centric features which I don't really use anyway. But you know what? I don't think it's something that you should really go for if you don't really care about some of the gaming-centric features, such as the capacitive trigger controls on the top, and probably even a cooling fan, because let's face it, there are also a lot of other capable smartphones out there that could play games of today. I mean, the bad news is that ASUS only kind of say that it supports 3 games. There's 3 games that is specifically optimized for the ROG Phone 2, and I guess those games still run pretty well on standard Snapdragon 855 devices as of today. So unless you really care about those extra frame rates and so on, then there's absolutely no reason that you should kind of go for the ROG Phone 2, because there are other devices out there that could still perform well. And let's just face it, I mean, a lot of games are still very much not updated to support faster speed, more cost. Well, the only difference that you will probably realize is faster load times. Frame rates? I don't think so, because if you happen to use a Snapdragon 845 device last year, it would still perform pretty well on the games that you're playing, such as PUBG Mobile, Fortnite, and probably even Asphalt 9. It still performs very well as of today. So yeah, that's all for my thoughts about the ROG Phone 2. I definitely look forward to review the device, but here's some quick thoughts about the phone, whether you should actually look forward to it or you should save up to buy it, because first of all, I do really think it's a great phone to own, and there's absolutely no reason not to own one if you have the money and if you really do a lot of gaming, you expect really good graphics and smooth frame rates on a smartphone. That's about it. So yeah, thanks for watching this video on my quick thoughts about the ROG Phone 2. I don't have the phone, unfortunately, and I really wish that I have one. So stay tuned to our channel, subscribe to us, where we will try our best to get one from ASUS for review and unboxing eventually. So don't go away, stay tuned to us, subscribe to us, and click on the bell notification icon next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our future uploads. That's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one.